People. Que pasa, say what they do. Now, the first thing that is popping in the news is an update about the vice principal of Excelsior High School that was slapped away a couple of days. This is just some other information. It is said based on credible source, based on information that is coming directly from a family member and people. I won't say who it is. However, it is said that that voice note that is all over social media is indeed the lady's son, and his name is Shane. And it is also said that the family was supposed to go to New York. We are speaking about on the 7th of April 2020. And they were supposed to return the same day that she got taken away. So because all of the seaports and airports are locked up because of the big sea, they were not able to leave. So people were talking about a very unfortunate event based on the circumstances. And it is also said that the middle son, he is studying to be a surgeon, and he is going to be a surgeon very soon. So now people, that kind of answers some of the questions that persons were asking. If she got slapped away because of one of the son, and people, I doubt that that is even possible, because the truth and the fact that all of her kids, they are well educated, they are doing very well in school and university. Like me say, one of them is supposed to be a surgeon very soon, and the others are well disciplined. So that basically take away that scenario. Now, persons were also asking, was she in some sort of ABUSIVE relationship where this person kind of got in his feelings and sent somebody to take her out? People, there is no information, there is no evidence to substantiate that. And persons were also asking, is there something wrong at the school that she works? Is there some sort of jealousy? Is there somebody that wants to get her position? People, again, I don't have any information to substantiate that. All I can say is based on the son's account, we're speaking about Shane's account, it seems like it was a hit because, like he said, the person called her up and then he came back and he stood over the fence and put the pipe over the fence and make sure that him finish the job. So people, it is quite obvious that something is into something, and like them say, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. However, we should just hope that the popo and the investigators do their job and basically get justice for this family, because people, we saw that that was a very cold and callous act. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. One word, don't put any space between the words. And also subscribe to this channel. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to dancehall artists. We are speaking about Rexx. Now, based on the information, it is said that he was arrested by the Central. We are speaking about St. Andrew Central Popo, and also the Major Investigative Task Force. So people, that tells you that there is something big. There is some sort of smoke and fire involved. And he was taken to the Hunts Bay Popo station, and he is not yet charged. And also, based on the information, it is that he hired or retained two top lawyers. We are talking about Peter Champagne, and we're also speaking about Christopher Townsend. And people, why one person need two top lawyers, I don't know. But like them say, dog have money, him buy cheese. So anyways, based on the information, it is said that he is also held under the state of emergency. So people, under this policy or under this rules and law, you can basically hold somebody for an indefinite amount of time. However, based on what his lawyer, I am speaking about Peter Champagne, is saying, he said that he filed a habeas corpus and he is trying to get his client out of the big yard. Mr. Champagne also stated that he wrote a letter to the Popo and the investigators on the case, and he said that he wants to have an interview representing his client. And he also stated that he is waiting for their response. So people, he wants to get his client out because he cannot understand how his client is being locked up for a couple of days without any charges. But people, like I said before, under the state of emergency, you can hold a person of interest or a suspect for an indefinite amount of time. So people, they are just using their laws, they are using their psychs. Point blank and period. And also, based on credible information that I have, it is said that his arrest is based on an incident that occurred. We are speaking about the Tuesday night before he actually got arrested. And the information also stated that at least 2 persons got caught up. We are speaking about a 16-year-old and also a 26-year-old shopkeeper. We are speaking about a place called Thunder Parkway, we are talking about in a Seaview. And like I've stated before, you cannot swear or vouch for anybody, especially these dancehall artists. And sometimes people live a double life and people don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that that is the case as it pertains to Dexter Daps. I am just speaking in general. However, I also feel like he is a victim of association. So the point that I am trying to make is that even though he himself might not be involved or guilty of anything, he is guilty by association. And the fact that he is from that community and the fact that he has persons, we are speaking about friends that he has known from childhood days, involved in all sort of crime and this and that, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. So people, we have to understand as it pertains to these dancehall artists, whenever they go back to their community, they are going to be respected by the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are talking about the criminal, and we are also speaking about the hard-working persons in that neighborhood. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to dancehall selector. We are speaking about Futa Hype. Now we saw that maybe about a week ago, Futa Hype's sister, I think her name is Kerry-Ann Townsend, she said that she wrote a letter to the governor of Florida and the immigration facilities to say that her brother, he has a lot of medical condition because of the fact that he is diabetic and he is not eating, he is not getting the proper nutrition. And also based on the new policy implemented by ICE, we are speaking about immigrations and customs, we see that there's a lot of persons, we are speaking about detainees in their facility that is said to have the big C and they don't want it to spread like wildfire. So therefore they have implemented some new policy, and based on that policy they said that they find at least 600 persons that basically qualify for basically get early release or get released based on the fact that they are old, they are pregnant, and also based on the fact that they have some sort of medical problem. And we see that Futa Hype fits in that criteria. So the point that I am trying to make is that we see that in the last couple of days, it seems like Futa Hype has been released because, like I said, he is a beneficiary of the new policy. However, there is no sighting. We are speaking about no sort of sighting. We are speaking about in America or Jamaica. And we saw that his friend, we are speaking about his right hand. We are speaking about a person whose name is Lockett. He made a post on Instagram the other day. And people, I am not reading directly from his post. However, the caption said something like this: "Burn off Jamaica flight, my friend. Them a try stop your energy, but them can't stop the time." Now people, if we read a post like this and we take it at face value, it seems like he is saying that Futa Hype is in Jamaica. Futa Hype did some sort of voluntary departure. Futa Hype got deported. However, based on common sense and based on the fact that the America's border is closed off, and likewise Jamaica, we are talking about anybody coming in. We are speaking about locals or international. We are talking about tourists. Everybody lock out, everybody and their mother, the dog, the puss, everybody lock out, point blank and period. So therefore, when I see a post like this, it tells me that Lockett and Futa Hype is coming up with some sort of conspiracy or some sort of scheme for basically throw people off. Because the truth and the facts that more than likely, if Futa Hype is released, and I think that he is more than likely somewhere in America. We are talking about Florida to be specific. More than likely he would not be in Jamaica. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that if Futa Hype is actually worried about his health and his diabetic condition, if he comes to Jamaica, he would be quarantined for no less than 14 days. So therefore, he still would not get the same sort of food that he needs. May I talk about the alkaline food, and may I talk about whatever food that he says that he uses. So people, that makes absolutely no sense. So I can only come to a logical conclusion that Lockett is either A, lying, or B, covering up for Futa Hype, or C, both of the above. Them just want to throw people out because they know that controversy and drama and mix-up sell as it pertains to dancehall. However, I doubt that he is in Jamaica, and I doubt that based on the policy, we are speaking about ICE's new policy, I know that he would have qualified under one of those criteria we are talking about because of his medical health. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I said, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.